Today I would like to talk about the oboe embouchure, and that means what our mouth does while we hold on to the reed when we play. It takes a lot of muscles in your mouth. There are many muscles right around here, and a lot of them we aren't even aware of and aren't aware how to use them. So I want to give you a couple of things to think about when you're starting to play and to help you develop a strong embouchure. As you know, the oboe does not have a mouthpiece. We know other woodwind instruments have one. They're made of metal, they're made of hard plastic, and there's something very strong to help you support your air. We don't have that, so we have to create that strength, that feeling of metal or wood with our lips while we're playing on this reed. So in order to do that, to get our lips to be as strong as they need to be, we have to kind of think of two different things which create opposing forces, like when you push really hard on either hand and it meets in the middle and it's strong, that isometric kind of force. We have to think of doing that with our lips. So here are the two different things that we have to do and think of doing while we play the oboe. We have to totally tuck all of our lips in under our teeth so we don't see any pink, like we don't have any teeth. That's one thing. The second thing we have to do is pucker our lips as hard as we can. Now you might notice they are two completely opposite things. When I tuck my lips in, I don't see my lips and I have a big flat long line. When I pucker my lips, I do see the pink in my lips and it's a very small circle. So you have to try to do both of those at the same time. Might be hard at first, but keep practicing and you'll get it. Best to practice it just by yourself without your reed. So usually what I do is I tuck my lips in and then I try to pucker as hard as I can. So I go. So you saw first I got real flat and then I tried to make it as small as possible. In fact, you can think that your fingers, if you can imagine or even practice doing this with your lips, trying to get the corners of your mouth to touch with your fingers, that's a good way to kind of check and encourage your muscles to do that. So if I go, I can feel which muscles I would need to use to do that. So this is all practice to do before you even take your reed, just to exercise the muscles that need to be used. When you feel like you have a good control of that, then you take your reed and you take the very top. You see it's very flat and straight on the top. You take that straight line of the top of the reed and you put it on the line you have in your lip. You have a wet and a dry part of your lip, and there's a line separating the two of those. You can see, oh yeah, there is a line where it's wet and then it's dry. So you put it on that line and it seems like it's really far out, and then you tuck in and pucker and blow. And you want to try to work for a very solid, very straight, very vibrating sound. We also want it to be a C. So I have a little tuning fork here. We want it to be that note, C. If you're not getting a C, it means you're probably not blowing hard enough or your mouth is not strong enough, curled in and really strong. You can practice playing exercises for 5 counts, for 10 counts, and see how steady you can be and how long you can hold it. And the goal is to make it vibrate as much as you can, be as loud as you can. If you find when you're playing, you're blowing very hard, but nothing is happening, that kind of thing, your teeth are definitely too closed and you have to pull them apart and open. So the more you can practice all of that and really think about tucking in your lips and puckering your lips, you'll be on your way to developing a very good oboe embouchure.